Okay, so now we're recording, and go when you're ready, Leonardo.
All right. I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near by this. He was not 3 leagues off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part. He hath borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
I pray you, is Signor Mountanto returned from the wars or no?
I know none of that name, lady.
My cousin means Signor Benedict of Padua.
Oh, he is returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many hath he killed and eaten in these wars? But how many hath he killed? For indeed, I promise to eat all of his killing.
He hath done good service, lady, in these wars.
And a good soldier too, lady. But what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honourable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man.
You must not, sir, mistake my niece. There is a kind of a merry war. Oh, there is a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and her. They never meet, but there is a skirmish of wit between them.
Who is his companion now? He hath every month a new sworn brother.
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
O Lord, you will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio. If he hath caught the Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
Oh, you will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro is approached.
Very good. Good job. Good job. Love it. So now the scene is set for a whole new cast of characters come traipsing in, including Benedict. And then just remember, if your character has to say Benedict, don't say a T on the end, please. I know it's kind of natural, but try not to do that if you can. And then how's about, okay, so we got Leonardo. And does everyone else stay? Is Hero in this next one?
Let me check.
Like, is Hero and Beatrice still in this?
Beatrice's... I do not see Hero saying anything else.
Okay, so it's just kind of the guys that come in. Now this whole scene changes to these guys.
I do have there's one small line where I say something like he has a very melancholy disposition. Is that in this scene?
No, that's later. That's later. Okay. That's at the party.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
Sure.
I'm not sure. I think I can hear something in the background, but I didn't know if it's my headphones or...
Yeah, I'm hearing a clicking.
Like a
tapping. Yeah, there's something. There's something in the background. I don't know whose it is, though.
Well,
I'll mute myself.
If this was a big budget production, we would track this down. but it's not. So,
Okay, I just didn't know.
you got
Okay.
something banging, quiet it down, and if not, we're gonna what do you call it? Soundscape this a little bit. So we'll have crickets in the background. Wesley's gonna be the main guy on that. I think there'll be crunching of gravel. We'll probably be able to drown out. I mean, obviously you want to be in a quiet space, but we're not gonna sweat.
Noise reduction is a thing. I have a few tricks. So
yeah, he's a tricksy fellow. So all right. So enter Don Pedro. How about I'll be Don Pedro. Mary, why don't you be Don John? I know you do a good man. I've heard you did about 10 of them the other day, and
that sounds fun.
Yeah, if you haven't heard Mary in PG Woodhouse, that was a hoot. That was an absolute hoot.
You're gonna screen capture expressions.
I feel like you did the most flattering one.
What's that?
I said I feel like you picked the most flattering screen capture of all the weird things that my mouth was doing.
That was completely intentional. There was. I'm glad actually that I could not see you, because the way that I was pulled up, I was like talking, and then I would minimize it when you're talking, and then a couple times I was like minimized. Oh. Yeah, once I edited all of my laughing out, it was not a very long program, actually. The lines that I had to cut and throw on the floor.
Oh, that's great.
Keep it together. Yeah.
I'll try and do my best Keanu Reeves here. I'm just joking.
Yes,
I'm not
exactly.
of many words, but I thank you.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I thank you.
Okay, Claudio. That's going to be David, I think, right? Did we talk about that, David?
I hadn't heard anything about any characters I would play yet, so
maybe it was Antonio for sure. But in this
Baraccio. David was going to be Baraccio.
Okay.
Baraccio is flirting with Margaret.
Okay.
Well, in this one, just read for Claudio, and then we might do another voice for it, or maybe you stay the same. Maybe try something different than you would for Baraccio.
What type of voice do you have in mind for Claudio?
Claudio is... I don't know if you've seen the movie, but imagine a young man who's shown himself well in battle. He's a little insecure because he's so volatile about everything that goes down with Hero.
Okay. I think that'll be closer to my natural voice as far as younger man goes.
Yeah, so just make him younger than you would Baraccio.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know.
You could probably use your own speaking voice, because Baraccio, you kind of had a little bit of a sauce to it, sort of a manly sauce, enough words sort of thing. Meanwhile, Claudio's, yeah.
I can do that.
All right. I guess we don't have a Benedict yet. So
Jake, you want to be Benedict?
Yeah, I could be Benedict. But I think, let's see. Okay, Jody, why don't you be Don Pedro?
Okay, I forget. Tell me again who he is. I lose track of who everybody.
He's the prince. He's
okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Very regal. He's
trying to woo Hero for Claudio, right? Is that right?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
He's a really good character guy. He's played by Denzel Washington in the movie.
Oh, so yeah, that fits my
steals
voice.
the whole scene when he walks in.
Just exactly. It's once Denzel's in, it's just like you're just hanging on his words and watching him to see how he does this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind being Benedict if you don't want to, Jake, but I know I already have one. But I just love Benedict. He's fun.
Let me let's see. Let me do Benedict in this one. Like I said, this is not necessarily a final casting.
Yeah.
But let's do it like that. So Jody.
Although I will say, Jake, I would like to act across from you with Benedict.
That would be fun. That would be fun. So let's go. Jody, Don Pedro, Mary, Don John, David, Claudio, I'll be Benedict. Wesley, why don't you? No, actually, Jenny, why don't you be Balthazar? And then Wesley, you be anybody else that pops up.
Oh, okay. So Leonardo plus anybody else. Got it.
That's right. Yep.
And do I deepen my voice at all, or do I?
I mean, I would say this will be probably Jeremy Thompson's going to do this one.
Okay.
And so
I go Jeremy level.
Right. Don't
Good,
worry about.
Senor Leonato. You are.
I would say get the attitude right.
Okay.
But this is Princess, Don Pedro. I don't know.
Okay.
So, just get the attitude.
Okay.
But yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay. And just tell me when to go.
Okay, go when you're ready.
Good Senor Leonato, you are come to meet your trouble. The fashion of the world is to avoid cost, and you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house, in the likeness of your grace.
I think this is your daughter?
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Were
It's
you in doubt,
Benedict.
sir?
That's Benedict. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict, no.
You have it full, Benedict. Truly the lady fathers herself. Be happy, lady, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders for all Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you will still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain, are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she has such meat food to feed it at Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come into her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat? But it's certain I am loved of all ladies, only you excepted. And I would I could find in my heart that I had not a hard heart, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They would else have been troubled with a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood that I am of your humour for that. I thank God in my cold blood I am your... Ugh, I gotta say that again. I thank God in my cold blood I am of your humour for that. I'd rather hear a dog... Ugh, sorry, y'all. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than a man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall escape a predestinate scratched face.
Scratching could not make it worse, and 'twere such a face as yours were.
Well, you're a rare parrot teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse had the speed of your tongue, and so good a continuer. But keep your way in God's name. I've done.
You always end with a jade's trick. I know of you of old.
That is the sum of all, Leonato, Signor Claudio, and Signor Benedict. My dear friend Leonato hath invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at least... I tell him we shall stay here at the least a month, and he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer. I dare swear he is no hypocrite, but prays from his heart.
If you swear, my lord, you shall not be forsworn. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the prince, your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I am not of many words, but I thank you.
Please it, your grace. Lead on.
Your hand, Leonato. We will go together.
Benedict, dost thou note the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me as an honest man should do for my simple, true judgment? Or would you have me speak after my custom as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No. I pray thee, speak in sober judgment.
Why, faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this commendation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome, and being no other but as she is, I don't like her.
Thou thinkest I am in sport. I pray thee tell me truly, how thou likest her.
Would you buy her, that you inquire after her?
Oh, can the world buy such a jewel?
Yeah, and a case to put it into.
In mine eye, she is the sweetest lady that ever I looked on.
I can see yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There's her cousin, and she were not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as there's her cousin, and she were not possessed with a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the first of May doth the last of September. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn to the contrary, if Hero would be my wife.
Isn't come to this in faith? Shall I never be a bachelor of threescore again? Shall I never see a bachelor of threescore again? Look, Don Pedro is returned to seek you.
What secret hath held you here that you followed not to Leonato's?
He is in love. With who? Now, that's your Grace's part. With Hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my two faiths and troths, my lord, I spoke mine.
That I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved nor know how she should be worthy is the opinion that fire cannot melt out of me. I will die in it at the stake.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the would you say despite of beauty or
I think
despot?
No, it's still despite, even though it sounds weird. I
It's
think.
despite.
Okay.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
Okay. Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
And never could maintain his part, but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I thank her. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most humble thanks. But that I will hang my bugle in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me, because I will not do them the wrong to mistrust any. I will do myself the right to trust no one. And the fine is, for the which I may go the finer, I'll live a bachelor.
I shall see thee, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, as time shall try, in time the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict bear it, pluck off the bull's horns and set them in my forehead, and let me be vilely painted, and in such great letters as they write, here's a good horse to hire. Let him signify under my sign, here you may see Benedict the married man.
Good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonato's, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation.
Examine your conscience. And so I leave you.
Hath Leonato any son, my lord?
No child but Hero. She's his only heir. Oh, sorry. Dost thou affect her, Claudio?
Oh, my lord, when you went onward in this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye that liked, but had a rougher task in hand than to derive liking to the name of love. But now I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant. In the rooms come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young Hero is, saying I liked her ere I went to wars.
Thou will be like a lover presently, and tire the hearer with a book of words. If thou dost love, fair hero, cherish it, and I will break with her and with her father, and thou shalt have her. I know we shall have reveling tonight. I will assume thy part in some disguise, and and tell fair hero I am Claudio, and in her bosom I'll unclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous tale. Then after to her father will I break, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine. In practice let us put it presently.
All right, Jake, how did that go?
Very nice. I like it. Good job. I mean, that'll, as they say, good enough for government work. No, I like it. And the one thing about a thing to note when you're doing your own, whatever it is, voiceovers, whether you're doing something like this, you can always do it different. There's an unlimited number of different ways of doing it. That does not mean it's going to be better. You know what I mean? And some people, they will kill themselves by trying to get it perfect when it's like, no, you just did it 5 times and they were all really good, but one's not really that much better than another that it's worth killing yourself over. So, you know, I think that sounded good. Let's keep going.
Cool. All right. We are on to Act 1, Scene 3, another room in Leonato's house.
I believe that's me because Conrad does not have a voice. So,
P.S. By the way, I purposefully skipped Scene 2 because it doesn't help and it confuses the plot.
Okay.
So,
Fine. I trust your judgment.
sounds good.
So
right.
what do we have? What is this
Right
one?
here is Don John and Conrad, and they are together. And in the movie, they have Conrad giving Don John a back massage kind of thing, as kind of like an aid to him. But anyway, so Conrad's kind of asking Don John, "Why are you upset?" And Don John is like, "It's who I am. Leave me be. I'm a brooding villain type deal." And Conrad's like, "Well, you got to make the weather for yourself then," sort of thing. And then Baraccio enters, and all three are like conspiring together how to help Don John be a burr in all of this.
Okay. So there's can you go down, scroll down? Let's find a good break. And enter Baraccio. Okay. Let's just do the whole scene there.
I don't mind being Conrad if you need a guy.
Conrad. I was gonna say, how about Jenny? Why don't you be Conrad? And as a placeholder, we'll probably put a guy in the spot. If he's getting a back rub, that would be weird. You know what I mean?
Well, it's like a masseuse type deal.
Well, I know, like a.
But yeah, let's not. Anyway, I'm just explaining what was in the movie.
But I think I think we'll keep that like a guy voice. But if you, Jenny, if you could be Conrad for this scene, and then let's see, and since I guess if we have 2 stand-ins, there's no point in even doing that part.
Do we want to skip it and just move on?
Yeah, let's skip it to where,
because this one has a lot of our crew.
Okay, all right. Yeah, we'll just skip that whole thing, and let's make a note. So that would be Jeremy and whoever Conrad is. Yeah, let's do the Act 2, Scene 1. So what's a good break for this one?
All right. So we have all of this. It's Antonio, Beatrice, Leonardo, and Kira all talking. A good break is right here where it says, "The revelers are entering, brother, make good room." Because that's when a ton of other people show up.
Okay, let's go to that break.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, Wesley, David, you'll be Antonio.
Okay. That's Leonardo's brother, so kind of do a similar thing to what Wesley was doing for Leonardo then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Brittany and Mary.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, go when you're ready, Wesley.
All right. Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not.
How tartly that gentleman looks. I never can see him, but I am heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedick. The one is too like an image and says nothing, and the other too like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Aha! Then half Signor Benedict's tongue in Count John's mouth, and half Count John's melancholy in Signor Benedict's face.
With a good leg, and a good foot, uncle, and money enough in his purse. Such a man would win any woman in the world, if I could get her goodwill.
Oh, by my troth, niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
Lord, I could not endure a husband with a beard on his face. I had rather lie in the woolen.
Ah, you may light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me. And he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I trust you will be ruled by your father.
Yes, faith. It is my cousin's duty to make curtsy and say, Father, as it please you. But yet for all that, cousin, let him be a handsome fellow, or else make another curtsy and say, Father, as it please me.
Oh, well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make men of some other metal than earth.
Daughter, remember what I told you. If the prince do solicit you in that kind, you know your answer. And then, oh, it's me. I'm sorry. Cousin, you apprehend passing shrewdly.
I have a good eye, uncle. I can see a church by daylight.
The revelers are entering. Brother, make good room.
Are we
Good.
stopping there? Or are we?
Good job. Well, I would say we could do one more scene here.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were waiting for me to speak. That's why I was
Okay.
like, oh, do I say? Oh, yeah.
We are going to take a
Okay.
break here,
Okay.
reset,
Okay.
and then so Ursula.
We could actually do a lot of our crew all the way through this whole bit, but anyway, yeah.
Well, let's definitely try to go. What to the end of the scene?
Okay, so we
How
have
far
this
is it?
little clip with Don Pedro and Hero. We have a little clip with Baraccio and Margaret. We have a little clip with Ursula and Antonio. And then it's Beatrice and Benedict. And then after that, you have a brief thing with Don John and Baraccio with Claudio. And Don John's basically lying to Claudio, saying that the prince has wooed for himself. And so then Claudio's upset. Benedict comes and is like, look, the prince hath got your maiden, sort of thing. And Claudio's like, I wish him joy of her. And then Benedict ends up talking with the prince directly. And the prince is like, by the way, Beatrice says that you did much wrong by her. And he's like, oh, she used me past the endurance of a block. So, anyway, but then Benedict just leaves in a huff and Beatrice is there. And it's a really sweet moment between Claudio, the prince, and Hero. And then there's a sweet moment between Beatrice and the prince. But then after that, it's like some dynamic where Beatrice leaves and Don Pedro, the prince, hatches a plot with Leonardo. Let's see if we can get Benedict and Beatrice together.
Okay, let's
Wow,
go.
that's everything.
Let's spoiler alert. How's about what's the first one? The first break there.
Okay, so the first break would probably be, honestly, these three lines with Don Pedro and Hero. and then the next break Braccio with Margaret, and then the next break Ursula with Antonio, and then the next one doable is Beatrice and Benedict.
So let's just go through those breaks as far as people enter down to where Benedict and Beatrice are sort of talking again. So
Okay,
let's
like
just go,
after our bit.
well, from here down to that next conversation, we'll just go through.
Okay.
So done. So Jody, let's see. Jenny, I may get you to read Don Pedro since Ursula is in this one. Margaret. Actually, Jenny, why don't you be Margaret?
I could fill in for Don Pedro if we need one, but
Okay.
And Jenny did a good Margaret, if I remember that right.
Okay, yep, that sounds good. Let's do that. And then Braccio is David. Is that right?
I think that's what I read. Don't
Okay.
remember my voice fully what I did, but I'll make one up.
Yeah. And then is that the only characters in this bit, or is there anybody else besides Ursula who will come in?
I'm pretty sure throughout this, that's it. Until we're done with
Antonio.
the
Who's Antonio?
I think
Wasn't that
was
David?
Antonio earlier.
Yeah, David was
Yeah.
Antonio.
Okay. Let's see, David. Are you up for doing a double scene?
I'm willing to give it a go.
Why don't you do it? Why don't you do that? So you're Braccio and Antonio, and then Wesley, if you want to be Don Pedro,
okay.
and then you can start us off whenever you're ready.
All right. Lady, will you walk about with your friend?
So you walk softly and look sweetly and say nothing. I am yours for the walk.
Speak low, if you speak love.
Well, I would you did like me.
So would I. So would not I, for your own sake, for I have many ill qualities.
No more words.
I know you well enough. You are Signor Antonio.
At a word. At a word, I am not.
I know you by the waggling of your head.
At a word, I am not.
Come, come, do you think I do not know you by your excellent wit? Can virtue hide itself? Go to, mum, you are he. Graces will appear, and there's an end.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and that I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
What's he?
I'm sure you know him well enough.
Oh, not I. Believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the Prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders, for he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him. I'm sure he is in the fleet.
When I know the gentleman, I'll tell him what you say.
Do. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero, and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are you not Signor Benedict?
You know me well. I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you, dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth. You may do the part of an honest man in it.
how know you he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too, and he swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I in name of Benedict, but hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. To certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, save in the office and affairs of love. This is an accident of hourly proof, which I mistrusted not. Oh, farewell, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio,
Yea, the same.
come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow, about your own business. About your own business, Count, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
Why, did you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you, leave me.
Lass, poor hurt fowl. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me. The prince's fool. Ah, it may be I go into that title because I'm merry, but I'm not so reputed. It's the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person, and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, Signor, where's the Count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I've found him here as melancholy as a lodge in a warren. I told him, and I think I told him true, that your grace had got the goodwill of this young lady.
Ah, the Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel to you. The gentleman that danced with her told her she is much wronged by you.
Oh, she misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester, that I was duller than a great thaw, huddling jest upon jest, with such impossible conveyance upon me, that I stood like a man at a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. She speaks poniards, and every word stabs. If her breath was as terrible as her terminations, there were no living near her. She would infect to the North Star. So indeed, all disquiet, horror, and perturbation follow her.
Look, here she comes.
Will your grace command me any service to the world's end? I'll go on the slightest errand now to the Antipodes. Did I say that?
I
Yes,
believe that is it,
Antipodes.
yeah. Mhm.
I will go on to the slightest errand now to the Antipodes that you can devise to send me on. I'll fetch you a hair of the great Charm's beard. Do you any embassage to the pygmies rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? You have no employment for me?
None but to desire your good company.
Oh, God, sir, here's a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady's tongue.
Oh, come, lady, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for his single one. Marry once before he won it of me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not he should do to me, my lord. So I would not he should do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to seek.
Why, how now, Count? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor merry, nor well, but civil Count. Civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
Faith, lady, I think your blazon be true. Though I'll be sworn, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is won. I have broke with the father, and his goodwill obtained. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy. Count, take of me my daughter, and with her my fortunes. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say Amen to it.
Speak, Count. 'Tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours.
Speak, cousin. Or, if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss and let him not speak neither.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Yea, my lord, I thank it. Poor fool. It keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin tells him in his ear that he is in her heart.
And so she doth, cousin.
Good Lord for alliance. Thus goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburnt. I may sit in a corner and cry hey-ho for a husband.
Lady Beatrice, I will get you one.
I would rather have one of your father's getting. Hath your grace ne'er a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands, if a maid could come by them.
Will you have me, lady?
No, my lord. Unless I might have another working days. Your grace is too costly to wear every day. But I beseech your grace pardon me. I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me, and to be merry best becomes you, for out of question you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried. But then there was a star danced, and under that was I born. Cousins, God give you joy.
All right, let's pause right there. How much more? All right, so I have. I'm about to fill up my recording space, and I got to clear it out before we can keep going. And that would be next time. I'm just wondering how much farther do we have?
We have this little bit, Don Pedro, this little bit, and then it's that.
So what's that? Three pages?
It's on 3 pages barely. It's more like just one
Okay.
and a half at most.
Gotcha. Okay, let's finish this out then, and then we can we can be done, and then pick back up next time.
I don't mind the doubles unless you want to swap it, Jake.
Let's see, Jenny, you want to try out your big manly voice on Don
Sure.
Pedro? Okay.
Sure. Can somebody remind me quick who he is?
He's the prince, so he's going to be,
Okay.
he's assertive. He's the prince. He's, he has an idea that's going to be a good one.
Okay. By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
There is little of the melancholy element in her, my lord. She is never sad but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. For I have heard my daughter say she hath often dreamed of unhappiness, and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
No, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my lord, if they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
Count Claudio, what mean you to go to church?
Tomorrow, my lord.
When mean you? Sorry.
Tomorrow, my lord. Not until Monday, my dear son, which is hence a just 7 night, and a time too brief, too, to have all things answer my mind.
Come, you shall shake the head at so long a breathing. But I warrant thee, Claudio, the time shall not go dully by us. I will in the interim undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have it a match, and I doubt not but to fashion it, if you three will but minister such assistance as I shall give you direction.
My lord, I am for you, though it cost me 10 nights' watchings.
And I, my lord.
And you two, gentle hero?
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
I will teach you how to humor your cousin, that she shall fall in love with Benedict, and I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedict that, despite of his quick wit and his queasy stomach, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, so before my time runs out here, let's do 2 things, or maybe 3 things. You know that part in there where it says everybody laughs?
Yeah.
So
I was wondering if you were going to throw that in or not.
yeah, let's do a little scene where, like, when I do this, like, literally everybody laugh, like there was a joke told. Okay, the punchline, and then when I do this, like, everyone just sort of like, you know what I mean? Like, just do a little laugh, like it's pretty funny, you know. All right.
Jake,
So it's
do you
not
want people
raucous
who aren't
laughter.
even in the scene? Do you want people who aren't even in the scene
Yeah,
to
let's
laugh?
just do everybody, and then we can do, like, just the guys do the same thing, and then maybe just the girls do the same thing, like, because there will be, we might can use it, or maybe not even use it in this one. You use it in other stuff. Okay, so ready? Everybody laugh when I point my finger and. Very nice. Okay, now just the guys.
Oh.
Oh boy. Okay, now all the lady voices. Perfect. All right. So now we got 3 little sound bites we can use when we need them.
That was funny.